guys, and welcome everybody. Today I'm going to be bringing you the grand finals of the 2 versus 2 Duel #5 tournament organized by Game Replays. And let's talk a little bit about these players that have made the finals. We have Andre and Guidobas, and then we have Tenju aka Skynet and Floodinto. So these players are very good players. They have jumped to this position, playing into the grand finals, and hopefully we will get to see some good competitive games. Let's start the match. We are on pool party. Andre is on the top right hand side. Guidobas is on the bottom right hand side. We have Skynet on the bottom left hand side, and we have Floodinto into top left hand side of the map, and he is allies, red allies, and Skynet has placed a power plant very far away from his MCV. Usually players place it in front of their MCV, but maybe he is doing it from a technical standpoint. I don't know. There must be a reason, because he usually places it very close to the MCV. And Guidobas has gone for a 3 dojo start opening, trying to get as many IWs on the battlefield as possible. Guidobas. Game number 1 of the grand finals of Duel 5 tournament. 2 dojo cores are coming from Skynet to Guidobas base, and he's just a turret has been placed by Andre to help his partner out. Similarly, he must be expecting a turret from Floodinto as well, but Floodinto is not interested. He is moving his MCV to this area for making a refinery, and dojo core have been clipped. Have a burst hole on top of Skynet's collector. Sudden transport from Skynet, dual busters and 3 IWs, not spending that much on the sudden transport attack. Skynet, and on the top hand side we have an allies mirror from Floodinto and Andre, mixing his peacekeepers, spacing them, throwing the micro as much as possible. Andre, and flipping that turret from Floodinto using those vindicators. But both these players are on 3 refineries, and both the Empire players are on 2 refineries each. Busters inside the civilian structure, and taking full advantage of that weakened Mecha Tengu, trying to harass Guidobas. But Guidobas, make no mistake, he's not a mouse, and he is a very good player, Guidobas. And with the guidance of Andre, he has played really well in this tournament. In the meanwhile, we see a couple of javelin soldiers and a riptide. And when these units are going from this side of the map, it makes me laugh. I don't know why. It's nothing funny, but it makes me feel as if they are trying to help their partner, and there is a long route to do that. On pool party, even though it's a small map, there is a huge distance between partners, and the distance on Hostel doesn't seem to be that much. Skynet's collector is being attacked. These guys were thinking that Guidobas would be the weak link in this game, Skynet and Ferdinand, and this doesn't seem to be the case. He's playing really well, settled down, also harassing Skynet as much as possible. And Guidobas's dojo core has been spotted by Skynet and it has been clipped, and now we see Andre's Apollo fighter coming into the fight. All throughout the tournament, Andre has been clipping those mecha tengus off the sky of Empire players using the 90 degrees micro. Look at it, 180 degrees micro. I'm sorry, I still don't know how to do this with the Empire allies Apollo fighter, but he knows how to do it. I don't know. Lots of mecha tengus in the air, and with this advantage now, Guidobas will feel confident. He can attack, keep on attacking, but remember, he has an ally Sparta and he can give him turrets. It's not that he cannot get any turrets whatsoever, but somehow Skynet doesn't have that many mecha tengus at his disposal. Trying to kick down his power plant, and now turret has been placed by Flodin2. Good team play from the left hand side team, Flodin2 and Skynet. And Flodin2 is with Assault Destroyer. He's made a lot of turrets. He has done the Kane's Breath when we were just blocking this whole area, Andre, because he knows and understands and realizes that this he will come after him. He has to come after him. Sometimes you just know you want you understand the player's psyche that he will attack you somehow. A cryocopter into the mix, and we see Tsunami tanks trying to attack the oil derrick. Guidobas has a third refinery also, but Skynet doesn't have any third refinery whatsoever. And a fight in the middle, vicious fight in the middle happening. Lots and lots of peacekeepers, lots and lots of turrets. He has 3 refineries, Andre, and he's spending on low income units. Andre, these IFVs mixed in with the peacekeepers are doing a fairly good and decent job. Good micro from Rodin2. This attack has been managed, however, and it seems like Rodin2 is in a lot of trouble. Lot of peacekeepers and javelins. Trying to go after him, but he has realized that there are too many turrets in their territory and he has to go as far away as possible. In the meanwhile, Guidobas is with an army of his own, and we see a VX from Skynet, and he has lost his collector. Don't know what's doing this, but it's seems that Team Guidobas are winning at the moment. And the game has been completed. Game number 1 goes to Team Guidobas and Andre. So guys, let's start the match. On the top left hand side we have Andre. On the right hand side of the map, on the top right, we have Flood Into, and bottom right hand side we have Skynet, and the bottom left hand side of the map we have Guidobas. All players in this map will try to go to the middle, try to capture as many oil derricks as possible, especially the Empire player. Andre is trying to scout. Flood Into is once again in front of him and not Skynet. Dual dojos from Guidobas going to the middle. A dojo deployed a different strategy from Skynet, deployed by Skynet in his base, and 2 dojos he's gone for a triple dojo opening. No dojo core in base of Guidobas. I don't see any battle markers, my friends, but a dog Vindicator from Flood Into, a different build order. He's not gone for any of infantry whatsoever. I think so. A fast airfield, and the second refinery is up as well. Clipped down an engineer already. So great work from Flood Into, mixing the strategy up as much as possible. Trying to help his partner clip down middle, get middle as soon as possible, destroying those dojo cores. And already Skynet has captured 1 oil derrick, and he's going to try to capture another one as well. I think a burst drone was. War factory is out on the battlefield for Skynet, for Guidobas as well. And I think Skynet will try to go to these civilian structures. I feel like this. Let's see what he's gone for. A Riptide Javelin combo, Andre. And he's going to try to clip this airfield, whole of this airfield, out of the sky, I think. But little does he realize that Flood Into has barracks, and he has moved deliberately his infantry as close as possible to the middle area, where he will meet these javelin soldiers. 10 javelin soldiers he has, and not scared whatsoever. Magnificent micro from Flood Into, clipping 1 Riptide out of the sky, from the land, sorry, and they clipped a Vindicator out of the sky. We see battle marker in the bottom left right hand side, Mecha Tengu harassing ore collector, and Skynet has seen this thing. Skynet is economically ahead from everybody in this game because he has got dual oil derricks. And Andre realizing this, and 3 javelin soldiers have been clipped, and now this IW has to come out and save this oil derrick, but Skynet is not giving attention. And just like I predicted, this area, he should have taken notice of this Guidobas, and he's attempting to clip this refinery altogether. No wall spamming from Guidobas. We don't see any wall spamming whatsoever. And intentionally he has placed an IW in that wall area, clipping this refinery altogether. So very late those IWs, and trying to mix it up He has went after him with his Mechatengus, but to no avail. He has not lost any harvester, a third refinery from Flood into, but he has met with a turret from Andre. And trying to go after Flood into. I think he's trying to go after him, and he realizes, Andre realizes that he has to MCV push Flood into somehow. But remember that Andre only has 2 refineries, and his partner is Empire player, not Allies player. He cannot help him in this situation. How did this MCV lose that much health? I think Skynet soon will realize that he needs to double Andre with Flood into. Somehow he needs to double him up. Javelin Soldier is trying to clip these Apollo fighters, and Skynet is just camping, to be honest. He's not, he's waiting for an opportunity. You can't say to Skynet that he is camping. He's waiting for the right moment, because right now he understands that if he goes, he has to go more Tengus in the air and on land than Gaidobas, and it's over for Gaidobas because he only has one refinery, and somehow he has made a second refinery, but the money that he needed to make 3 Tenjus, he has lost time and money, and he is way behind. And now he has blocked this airfield, Skynet. This is a problem that I have noticed, and that Andre has renamed the replay Traitor. I don't know why. I think he was referring to Skynet, because Skynet is his best friend. So I don't know, this is something between them. It's not my place to talk about it, but it seems that there is some drama between these two. And from Andre and Skynet, both are from Russia, and I thought these were best of friends, but never mind, they always joke around perhaps. And when it comes to competition, when it comes to game time, I think there is no friendship then left, and this is exactly what's happened. Skynet clipping down Gaidobas Mechatengus one by one, and forcing him to go for a big turret, and also Andre has protection as well, trying to get as much as power as much as possible. The Hydra foil clipping that Apollo fighter, and Gaidobas seems to be in a lots and lots of trouble. He doesn't care about this turret, Defender VX, and right now Gaidobas needs help of Andre to protect him, to save him. He has saved himself one collector, but somehow now Skynet is trying to clip his power plant, understanding and realizing that this turret will stop working once he clipped down this power plant. Going back for repairs. And Andre has left this area. He is tired, I think. He is tired from fighting. Flood into has done a very good job in this game, fending off Andre. And now Mechatengus are coming. They discussed this. They discussed that you have to just fend off Andre, and we need to target Guido Boss. And this is exactly how they have played. They have fought Guido Boss, and Guido Boss seems to be, by on paper, the weakest player in this matchup. But he is in the finals, and he didn't play like the Guido Boss we knew. He played like a very powerful player in this tournament. So guys, let's go to Cold Showdown and let's see what happens over there. Losers have chosen Cold Showdown. We have Andre on the bottom right hand side. We have Guido Pass top right hand side. Top left hand side we have Flodinto, and bottom left hand side we have Skynet. We saw in the semi-finals, second semi-finals, a match on this this map, and we noticed that both of these teams didn't capture any of the hospital. But with Andre playing, he must be wary of the hospital, and the hospital will be a key structure to capture. Going to the middle of the map with one of the dojo cores, Guido Bass, and Flodinto has captured his side of the oil derrick. He's allies, playing as allies. Very confident player. Flodinto played really well last match and fended off Andre. Usually he goes for this MCV push single refinery, but Andre is playing very solid this time. He knows the strengths and weaknesses of Skynet. They both are Russian, and they both are good best of friends, and they know each other very well, and he won't be cheesing because he knows that he has a partner who is Empire player, and also he is playing versus an allies team member as well. Airfield is out on the battlefield. Now they have clipped down this dojo, deployed dojo core. Flodinto, a fast tank from Andre, but as usual he did micro, and one of the mecha tank was clipped by that tank, and he has forced him to go for a tier 2 as soon as possible. And at the same time, Guido Bass has attacked one of his ore collectors. No walling from Skynet. Skynet seems to be in a lot of trouble. His collector is being attacked by a tank, and he seems to be in a lot of trouble, and soon you will see a turret from Flodinto. His collector has been clipped, and other collector is not he is not getting any ore collection, and he will wall this area now. He has to wall this. This is a crucial moment in this match, and he should go closer to the collector, clipping both the collectors and forcing Skynet to sell his MCV. He is not giving up. He knows he has a partner who can spam turrets for him. This is exactly what I was referring to. Clipping that IFV, and this buster will clip down this tank. Guido Bass and Andre have pressured Skynet, and somehow what is happening, I didn't understand what has happened. He has sold his war factory and no production whatsoever from Skynet. Something is fishy going on over here. I don't know why would he do that. I am very confused. There is a dojo core in the middle of the map. He is trying to attack a collector of Andre and trying to pressurize him as much as possible. The game is not over, however, because Flood Into has a third refinery and he is facing this guy, Gaidobas. Gaidobas has invested all of his units in protecting Andre. We see MCV push, MCV moving towards base of Skynet. And where is he spending all of his money, Skynet? There are no infantry. What's happening over here? MCV push from Flood Into. Lots and lots of infantry. Good vicious attack, and the attack has been somehow curtailed by Gaidobas and Team Andre. I don't know where the infantry is and pumping of infantry, but Flood Into is trying to fight Gaidobas now. We see a tsunami tank. It's making me nervous. What is happening in this game? A war factory. Now he's pumping IWs and busters. All of a sudden, this is a very strange game. And also from the middle, he's pumping IWs. The war factory has been dispatched from Flood Into. And this seems to be they seem to be in a very bad position right now. The bridge has been destroyed by Andre. I don't see whatsoever any way possible that Team Skynet and this other guy, Flood Into, can get back into this game, to be honest. I don't see them coming because both of them are struggling. In fact, he doesn't even have a war factory. No chance of making an MCV, but we still see a fight from Skynet. Skynet is attacking Andre. Andre is on only 2 refineries and 1 oil derrick. Clip that dojo core has been clipped, but he knows that there is another dojo core in the middle of the map, and now they are trying to clip down this airfield as well. Hanging in there, Skynet, and he should heal his MCV. He can go tanks as well, mass tanks as well, and go for another barracks, because his first target is to clip off Gaidobas. Gaidobas has to be clipped out of this match in order for them to win this match, because Andre is the second target they should be aiming at. First it should be Gaidobas. We see a Guardian tank into the mix from Flood Into, a 4th refinery, so he is in a good position, and basically he can take this match on his own, win this game on his own, because Duel oil derricks, 4 refineries, he's a very dangerous player. He is not to be underestimated. This guy, Flood Into. We see his last important structure, his second dojo core has been clipped as well. So Skynet has been eliminated almost. Only his attacking units should be the ore collectors and nothing else. And Flood Into knows this. He knows and understands this situation better than anyone. He knows and realizes that he is the mainstay of this game. He is the mainstay. He is the main weapon. A third refinery from Guidobus. Before they team up against him alone, and before they come after him, he should go tier 3 perhaps. This is what he should be doing right now. Take a hospital. Go for mass dual barracks. Be as aggressive as possible. But he has settled down into this Guardian tank spamming. And Skynet trying to support him by clipping enemies, oil derricks. At least he's doing something. I think he's not even making those ore collectors, and once he leaves this game, he can then maybe easily give all of his refineries to Flood Into, trying to clip off this oil derrick as well. They are not trying to destroy this bridge, trying to defend this area as much as possible from the attack of Flood Into. Flood Into is going tier 3. He knows they are camping, and all of the investment is going for the camp area. This is a very, very different sort of game, a very different sort. The bridge has been sniped, and this oil derrick will be sniped as well. Very good thinking from Skynet. Now the situation is that both Andre and Guidobus are on 3 refineries each. Both of them are on 3 refineries. Game is played on Cold Showdown. This is the 3rd match. Remember, this is a best of 5 tournament. So even if team Skynet or the other team loses, it would be 2-1. But they still would require the team that has won 2-1 has to win 3-1. From 3 games to 2, best of 5. And now we see an Athena cannon and a huge, massive army from Flood Into. I am telling you, he's not a mouse. He's not a mug. He's a very dangerous player, and sometimes I believe that he is a smurfer of sorts, because he somehow has beaten me in Empire Mirrors always. He used to play Empire before. 1 versus 1 he plays Empire, but in team games he always plays all the factions somehow. But Andre is settling down, and also another news is that Skynet has thrown in the towel. We see this seaport as well, so he is going to spam a lot of ships as well, and a massive army. This is Flood Into has played really well. He has carried his team almost alone in a way. We see some action over here. All of these units from Guidobus have been clipped. Guidobus is on 4 refineries, but microing his units very well. Flood Into. Andre right now is doing the right thing, trying to protect his partner. money-wise, Guido Boss doesn't have an issue. Also, he has a partner alive at least, and Flood Into is alone with 6 refineries. But remember, he has a couple of ships, and he will go for the hydrofoil. I think he has to go for the hydrofoil. See, the turret is working. Andre, what is Andre's plan now? Andre is going to try to go for a 4th refinery, try to settle down. In a way, he is attacking the refinery, the war factory of Guido Boss, and he has really dominated Guido Boss, I must admit. But Guido Boss has not thrown in the towel like Skynet. Skynet just sold his war factory, and I believe that he had a chance to come back into the match. But still, let's see what happens. Dual Mirage tanks and 5 Javelin soldiers. And because he has those Mirage tanks, they easily clip down IWs easily. So, using the black hole missile, trying to clip off the refinery, and we see yes, these are easy targets for Andre, and Andre is trying to understand what he needs to do, to be honest. He's trying to understand what exactly needs to be done. Tsunami tank has been clipped. We see cryocopter into the mix as well, and this guy Guido Boss is in a lot of trouble right now. Lots and lots of trouble, to be honest. His MCV is in a lot of trouble, and I think Guido Boss will soon throw in the towel, and Andre should have helped him. I feel he needed a couple of barracks inside his base, and he will lose his war factory as well. He has thrown in the towel, given all his money to Andre, and now it's about a base race between 2 players, 1 versus 1 base race. Spamming turrets. Look, this is what Flood Into is doing. He's defending himself, not giving away free stuff, freebies to his enemy. And I feel this is he's going to try to clip all of his refineries, everything. Also, these Hydra foils will be a massive factor against those menacing cryocopters, to be honest. See, he's playing with him. He's defending himself. A lot of cryocopters not being bothered about anything. He knows and understands that these structures and everything has to be clipped down as soon as possible. Yes, now Andre is on 5 refineries, and Team Skynet and Flood Into have somehow, some way managed to stay in this match, and I must give credit to Flood Into. He has really taken this game on his shoulders, and with a couple of these 1-star status ship, he needs some anti-air, more anti-air at the moment. I think he's only tier 2. Dolphins, he will try to go for dolphins. These hydrofoils are there for a reason, to be honest. Clipping he's a refinery clipper. Flood Into is a refinery clipper. See, he made a dolphin, and Flood Into responded with a dolphin of his own, and he will bring in Apollo fighters and some other army as well. Yes, a lot of these Mirage tanks, a lot of Javelin soldiers. This is an intense game, a sea battle. We are seeing a big sea battle. trying to clip this seaport as fast as possible. And now two of these aircraft carriers are on star status.
It's not safe here.
Andre is in a lot of trouble. He is facing some star status units and javelin soldiers, anti-air, and he seems to be in lots and lots of trouble. And Andre has thrown in the towel. I'll see you guys in game number 4, guys. Game number 4 is on Rock Ridge, and right now Team Skynet and Flood2 are 2-1 up in the series, and this is a best of 5. So if they win this game, they are going to go on and win the 2 versus 2 Duel 5 #5 tournament organized by Game Replays. I think cash prize is of $25, which will be distributed inside both of these team players. Already there was a random prize of $15 that was announced before the finals took place, and I was very jealous. I have to admit, it was none other than Guido Pass. I have never won that random prize. I am very unlucky, but Guido Bass, luck is with him, and today he is finding himself in the finals. Also, even if he loses the finals, he gets those $50 of cash, which is a random prize for participating in the tournament. We see Skynet, bottom left hand side, bottom right hand side we see Guido Bass, yes. And both of these parties are now going for the airfield. They have understood. Both Skynet is very smart, as well as Flood2. They know and understand how important for both Andre and Guido Bass this airfield is. And the reason why they know this is because Andre is streaming this tournament, and they must have seen those previous matches, those chat logs which Andre spams to Guido Bass, instructions that he's giving him, that please capture the middle airfield on Rock Ridge. And I have deliberately moved my camera to the middle of the map, and I'll just forward it a bit. Now Skynet has captured it, and both of these teams will try desperately to capture this airfield until something happens. If I was one of these guys, I was just destroy this airfield. These things confuse me, but these guys have other ideas. They want to compete. They want to fight. Flood2 has a couple of Apollo fighters fighting Andres. And look at it. He also has the micro. The 180 degrees micro. Flood2 has this micro. He's up against Andre, in front of him, in fact. And this game, Skynet has to come up with a strategy, just like in game number 2 when he played aggressively versus Guido Bass, because his team needs him the most in this match. This is a big map, and Empire players have an advantage on this map, because when Queen Oni lost in the semi-finals, he immediately chatted to his partner. I saw in the live stream that they want to choose Rock Ridge as the map. Empire player is happy on this map. He will always be happy on this map, because it's a big map. Of course he will be. If Queen Oni says to his partner that he would like to choose Rock Ridge, then every Empire player on the planet would love to be on this map. And very special player Queen Oni. You can find his dual cast with me on my channel. I was lucky enough to have him as a co-caster on my channel. And just let me know in the comment section below if you want to see that video, and I'll give you the link of it. Once again, Skynet has captured this airport, and Andre realizes the importance of this airport. He will be confused, and he knows that he has to clip it somehow. And Skynet somehow has given up. He is trying to. He has realized that this airport is gone all of a sudden. MCV pushes. MCV push from flood into. Our refinery has been blocked. Very well played from attack from Gaidobas, trying to protect his partner. MCV is in a lot of trouble, and at this moment flood into might lose his MCV even. He might, but his friendly neighbor is here. His friend is over here to protect him. He has lost his MCV, but they are still fighting. They are still aggressively pulling out this attack. Flood into has lost his MCV, my friends. And right now, because of Gaidobas's attack, he might lose his collector. In the meantime, Gaidobas is attacking collector of Skynet. This is an action-packed game, and too many battle markers on the map, to be honest. A lot of Mechatengus. He knows and understands that he has to clip down Gaidobas in order to make this game more even. Trying to get as much as space as possible between the units to save himself from honorable discharge. Skynet, and I think at the moment he only have a barracks and an airfield at the moment. He doesn't have any war factory, so they are still in this game. Make no mistake about it, teaming up in the aerial assaults. And one thing, whatever you may call it, he has done is that he has a turret over here, and this turret has stopped Andre from going for that third refinery. Clipping that collector and slowing down the economy of Gaidobas was an intelligent move from Skynet. So they are not out of it yet, this game. They are not out of it. Going to try to fight as hard as possible. Harassment battle markers on the top right hand side of the map, harassing that top right refinery from Andre. And in the meanwhile, you see Peacekeeper spam from flood into. He's going for a cryocopter upgrade as well, using the prospector. He has 3 refineries, and he hasn't been attacked that much. Trying to defend his collector. Meanwhile, he has clipped down a collector from Gaidobas. Trying to harass Andre. Andre has saved his collector from being destroyed using his wall micro to take out the collector. And the other day I was seeing a thread from Demon. He said that we shouldn't be using the wall cell micro for taking out collectors because it is unfair. I don't think so it's unfair, and everybody pointed it to him as well. But that's his point of view. He was just trying to make a discussion. Very active member of the community, Demon, and in this tournament he didn't feature in the semi-finals or the finals. Usually he's always been featured in the finals. He was knocked out of the tournament in the first round. Clipping 2 Vindicators. trying to keep Andre busy. I don't mind sometimes losing these units or something. Sometimes you just have to be in the moment in the game. Sometimes you have to play with intensity, and that is what Flood Into is bringing to these matches. He has been very, very intense, to be honest with you, and trying to micro them down, try to stop them down using his micro tricks. Skynet. Clipping out one. Battle markers on the bottom left hand side of the map. A fourth refinery from Skynet trying to settle down. Guido Bass understands and realizes that look, he is getting away with refinery Skynet, and this is not good news, to be honest. He has an ally Sparta. They can still win this game, to be honest. And that is why Guido Bass has decided to go to base of Flood Into, trying to attack Flood Into. Attacking his ore collector. Making busters, tank busters, taking that protocol. Clipping whole refinery. What's happening over here? How did these units come over here? It's very, very strange. I think this attack is very, very crucial. This attack is so important that clipping both refineries. What have you done, Flood Into? Very well played. Somehow these units came from out of nowhere. I didn't see them, and they, I think, used by a sudden transport or something. I didn't notice this whatsoever. Trying to clip off this oil derrick. I think now Skynet would have a lot of Mecha Tengus, and he is trying to attack Guido Bass. Doing something with these Mecha Tengus. Going after, I think he's going after Andre. Andre doesn't have one refinery only, and trying to keep him down to that one refinery status. He's not using the X micro move of Skynet. Skynet has given opportunity to Andre to clip a lot of his Mecha Tengus. This is a big mistake from Skynet. Big mistake from Skynet, and he has lost like 6-7 Mecha Tengus. Right now this is a big problem for Team Skynet, and Flood Into. Second Mecha base out on the battlefield for him. Guido Bass has a third refinery as well, so they are also trying to fight, try to harass. As much as possible, Skynet is being harassed. One thing that he has done, however, that he has saved his refinery, and economically he is managing himself very well. Luckily for him, Andre is not tier 3. He has been considerably slowed down in the economic sector with 2 refineries only, and now this time he's trying to find an opening. He's trying to attack Guido Bass's third refinery, Skynet. clip his third refinery altogether. And this is bad news for Guidobas and Team Andre, because right now, as of total, they have only got, yes, but there is one VX will save him. I think one VX. He just need a VX because he has got air domination with lots and lots of Mecha Tengus, and this is exactly what Skynet has done. Losing a couple of Apollo fighters, and now Flood Into has come to save his partner. This is the intense gameplay that I was talking about. Ready for these moments. These moments are very important. Saving his partner. Well played, Flood Into. He has really played well all throughout this tournament, and now he has come to save his partner. What a good sight to see. And another refinery is up over here. I think I missed that part when he made that refinery, but right now it's an attack port from two Mecha Tengus will take care of this. Trying to bring Apollo fighters. I have seen in the mini map. Andre. Such a big map that the Empire player will always be dangerous on this map. I don't know why Skynet didn't help his partner over there. He feels that this war factory is very important, and guys, somehow since Guidobas was being clipped, Andre and Guidobas have thrown in the towel, and congratulations to Team Skynet and Flood Into. You guys deserve to win this tournament 2 versus 2. And they have won the 2 versus 2 Duel #5 tournament organized by Game Replays. Please let me know in the comment section below. Give me some feedback, guys. I have worked really hard on making this video, and people who are already supporting me, please, I need further help. Share this video everywhere on social media, and give me some feedback in comment section below as well. Thanks for watching and being with me for a long time. Take care, my friends. I'll be signing out. Take care.